Hi everyone, it's Cassandra. I'm here making a quick video. I'm sharing my little lavender tree. Yes, it needs water. I know that. It has a nice sparkly pot that it's in. And it's making my kitchen very aromatic. I love it. This is a great thing for your well-being to have natural lavender growing in your home. So this is something you might want to do in your holiday season. So I had the chance this past week to give a lot. And that's something you might want to think about in your plan for your 2015. So this past week I got to pack lots of things in, like filming the Christmas concert, baking muffins for the classes, teachers' gifts. As a mother of a 9 and 10-year-old, there are so many ways where you can give. So another thing I got to do yesterday was share my artwork. So I usually do an annual craft. Every year I teach this lovely little craft to the kids, and they love to do it as a Christmas tradition. So many of them remember me, and I get the scoop on what's going on in my son in particular's class. So I was in my son's class, and he was there announcing that he doesn't like crafts. And I just had to suck it up and be like, okay, well, I know the other kids like crafts. He's just a very, strong spirit. So here's his little wreath. And the kids really enjoy doing something crafty because many of them spend lots of time in their tech hobbies, but then it's nice to see them balancing things out. And people might think that the boys in particular are anti-craft. It's not true. The boys love designing and came up with some really interesting things. And then there was a wonderful little girl who came up with something so beautiful and amazing. I'm going to post it on my blog later on, but she had this amazing artistic talent, and I got to do a little mentoring with her. It's nice when someone who's really gifted in the arts meets someone else that they can mentor. It's so nice to have that little jumping off point of encouragement. So one thing that I was so glad I brought with me was one of my magazines where my crafts were photographed and published. So this is one. This is their Best of Stampington Company. So they're a family of magazines where my artwork has been published many times. That my artwork appears twice in here. Actually, 2 different sets of artwork are in this magazine. So I got to say to the students, your artwork isn't just something that you're going to hang on the tree and keep forever with your Christmas ornaments. It's also something that can be published and act as an inspiration for other people. So it's wonderful for me to see this and say to myself, oh, isn't that so nice? It's a little artistic victory for me, but it's also a wonderful way to show young artists what they can do. So I know for sure that younger artist, she didn't have any art magazines in her house. She said that her mother painted, but didn't have anything like that. So I might have planted a little idea in her mind where she can look at the bookstore later on and find some other artistic inspiration. I also gave her my blog address so she can look at my blog to get some artistic mentoring. So I love to teach this particular wreath. It's part of the Eco Lovely program. So Eco Lovely is a take on eco-friendly. Eco-lovely means we're taking things to a triple win situation. Eco-friendly is a lot about recycling and sorting, but my presentation is a lot about mindfully thinking about how you can conserve and reuse things and recreate things as well, redesign. So this is all recycled material, and this is all recycled materials that we were using. And the whole idea of design is very, very interesting. There are so many ways to break it down, to explain. So what would I say to children? How would I simplify that? So I show them the magazine, then I show them mine, and then I show them what to do, and then I let them design. What I'm doing with them is giving them a template. I'm giving them a base of something they can use, like a canvas. I'm giving them a base, and then they decorate the base with their expression. So I showed you the plain one. This is all one color. So it's really interesting to see that some people use this as a complete carbon copy. They copy it completely. So some kids in the class who were all ironically sitting at the same desk, they all did this exact same thing. Then other people added all these different creative colors. Other people added different techniques. Some people rolled things. And this other girl came up with something totally unique and different, but she took this idea and went with it in her own artistic expression. And it was so amazing to see. She knocked it out of the park for me. So I go into these classroom situations hoping to encourage children, but then I meet these children who need that extra mentoring because they have a talent. Where will that talent go? And their talent needs to be highlighted too as well. So I'm always careful to be fair to all the students, but that little bit of extra encouragement from me, I know that I enjoyed that as a child, being heralded for my own artistic expression and my creativity. So sharing it is a natural thing for me to do. So here's the basic design. So when we're talking about design, here's the basic one, here's the reinterpreted one by someone else, and here's another one where I just made it bigger. I had a smaller vision. What would they look like small in this size? And then as a designer, what would it look like bigger? What would it look like in my signature colors? What would it look like if I matched it in this video? What would it look like is a question that designers ask. We're imagining, we're envisioning, we're taking inspiration, but we're also expressing. We're also expressing our own creativity in an edited way. So that's a sophisticated way to do it. So this for my son, he has not made many of these. So this is what came out, a creative expression. But this for me is my umpteenth millionth time of making this. So there's a mindful process that happens where this one is really different and special to me. So to the average person out there who doesn't understand that design process, I want to share that with you, that there is a mindfulness to this. There's something special going on here that's artistic and very beautiful, that we have this ability at all as human beings. So I'm going to try to keep this video under 10 minutes and wish you some happy holidays. I will make a few more videos before the end of the holidays because I have tons of Christmas ideas and simple things to share with you that are helpful as you move towards the new year. I also have a back blogged video to make and put on. I haven't made it yet, but I have made it, but I need to post it. So I'm wearing a purple snug, and I'll be posting that too. So I'm going to leave you with those ideas.